everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany, and in today's video I thought we would go over some plans that I have for the month of November 2025. I've actually got a good little stack next to me of books that I would like to work out of and some buddy colors. So let me move this aside and we are going to start with the 2025 coloring planner. I have loved this planner all year long. I've actually been watching a lot of videos on the new planner that Amanda Colors has put out. It is on Amazon, and I plan on getting this same size again for 2026 because it was a huge help, especially doing YouTube and now doing buddy colors to just kind of keep myself on track. So let's see what November looks like. Okay, so I guess we'll start here. This is the coloring page for November, like I like to do every month. And so far I have done the coloring page every month. Sometimes it's very basic, just straight coloring, and then other times I do put in some shading and some actual time. But I love having these coloring pages, so I'm so looking forward to next year's coloring pages every month. One thing I do want to participate in November is Finding Joy in Color is doing a hashtag November Mad Tea Party 2025, and there are 4 hosts with her, or 3 hosts I should say. So herself, Finding Joy in Color, Crafting Mama Bear 87, Tulgey Wood Colors, and Annette Julian Art. And I do follow all of these guys over on YouTube, and I highly suggest you checking them out if you haven't seen them before. All great colorists, and I think they're all doing special videos this month to go along with the November Mad Tea Party theme, which is Alice in Wonderland. And then it also says, join us in November for a Wonderland palette challenge, and each host will be coloring a different palette. Watch the channel to see you can color any or all palettes. Have fun. So she has a special hashtag for that. And I'll show you, I did print out the color palettes, although this one got cut off on the bottom, so there is an actual extra color. I'll pop the color palettes up on the screen for you so you can see each one. But if you go to Finding Joy in Colors Instagram, she has them all listed. And so I thought what would be fun is if we did each one of these, since there's 4 color palettes, I may do each one in each of these color palettes. So we'll see. Thought that would be a fun little thing to do in November. And then she also has a Mad Tea Party bingo, which I thought was really cool. Here's the color palettes again. I had just printed them off in a smaller one, and then that was too small, so I thought, well, I'll cut them out and just place them here. But I really wanted to have this bingo card. So if you don't have any Alice in Wonderland coloring books or pages, you can just find these prompts in any of your coloring books and then mark them off as you go. And then I would post this on your Instagram or maybe even TikTok. I don't know if you don't do Instagram, or even your YouTube channel, if you have a YouTube channel, but just post that you may have gotten a bingo, and I thought that would be really cool. I'm going to try and get a bingo. I love scavenger hunts. I love bingo. I love any of those little things. And then these are my buddy colors that are right now as of the end of October. I do have room for one more, so if anyone wants to, because I usually only do 5 buddy colors a month, that's my top. So I do have room for one more. If anyone sees the books that I'm going through here and wants to buddy color with me, you're more than welcome to. Just reach out to me on Instagram. All right, so I'm actually going to leave this open because I've got my buddies' books here. Let's see. Okay, so the first one I'm doing is with Nikki over at Knickknack Colors, and it is out of Girl Moments, Cute and Comfy Coloring. I'll move these ones off to the side. And we decided to do this page. We've worked out of this book before, so we both knew that we had this and thought we would work out of it again for November. And yeah, I think this will be a fun page to do. I'm really looking forward to it. Maybe do some patterns in the shower curtain, maybe try giving the dog some fur. I may even, it looks like that's a window, so I may see about doing some light coming in. I haven't worked in these cute cozy books in so long that I'm a little out of practice. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that one. So thank you, Knick Knack Colors, for wanting to do that with me. The next buddy color I have planned is out of Color by Number, Bold and Detailed, Cute Animal Patterns. If you watched my most recent coloring haul, this is a brand new book and I have not colored out of it yet. This is what the back looks like. I'm happy to be doing a color by number this month. I love my color by numbers. And we have chosen the squirrel page. Now, I'm not sure if you can tell on camera. I'll try to bring it up close. But there's some light colored lines and then there's some thick lines. And so yeah, it's kind of nice because then it's like the shading is done for you and you can't really tell because when you go up close to the line kind of disappears, which I like. Some people probably don't like that, but I do. I think I'm planning on doing this with my paint pens, and this will be done, yeah, with Konsu Technicolor Bunny on Instagram. And she actually messaged me that she came up with a color palette using the Art Ung paint pens, which we both have. And so I may use that since she so kindly showed that to me. I'm like, well, yeah, I might as well use the same palette she does. And then we'll see. We'll probably both end up coming out with the exact same page, but that's okay. I haven't used my paint pens in so long, so it'll be fun to use those. Next up is out of Forest Song by R.J. Hampson. Chelsea over at Chelsea Biggity 99 on Instagram. Her and I have been working through this book. It's been so fun every month to do a coloring page. And let me see. I don't want to show you the one that we completed for October. So I want to make sure I got the right page. So this is the one we're planning on doing in November. This wintry page with the deer and the log cabin in the background. And this will brush me up on snow. I haven't done snow in so long. I love the snowflakes there, which I'll probably maybe do in gel pen, and maybe a night gradient sky. And like I said, practice my snow technique. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. Starting to get into the wintry season, all cozy. And yep, looking forward to that one. So thanks, Chelsea, for suggesting that. And then, of course, I'm always working out of, this is a project book with the lovely My Colorful Journey, Tina, over at My Colorful Journey. And we are doing another page out of Amazing Mandalas, which is the second in line, color by number. We've already done that one. And then I have one to show you for October in the back of the book. So we come back to the front of the book for November. And I'll do this one. I don't know if I'm going to do my alcohol markers or if I'll do colored pencils again, or maybe even some paint pens. We will see. But yes, happy to be doing another page out of that book. Okay, now I just picked a few books that I knew I still want to work out of in November. So I've got these three right here. I do a page out of this one every month, and so next would be Scorpio season, so which I think we're currently in now, but does go into November. And so I will be doing that one for November. And then I really want to work out of my new Merry Christmas coloring book, because I know I'll probably only get a page done. If I do one page in November and then another page in December, I'll at least have 2 pages out of this done before the Christmas season is over. I'm not exactly sure which one I want to do for November. I really love these houses. Not really into the ornaments just yet. Maybe I will be in December. But there was another one as I was flipping through that really caught my eye that I thought I'd like to make to do. Oh, that one's cute with the poinsettias and Rudolph. Oh my God, that's adorable. I like that one too. You could really do a glow effect in the windows, but still, that was not the one I was thinking. Oh my God, yes, I know I definitely want to do this one. Now, I don't know if I want to do this one for November or December, because this one is really Christmassy with the Christmas presents and the trees and the wreaths, and there's Santa. Well, it looks like Santa. That's not Santa. They just kind of look like Santa, and a night sky. I know, and this is a double page spread. Who knows? I may start this in November and then finish it in December. This is it. This was the one I was thinking of doing in November. I just love this church scene with the snow again. And then I could do some greenery with maybe some gold and some holly berries. So yeah, this one still doesn't feel as Christmassy, but I know that I could probably do it in November. But yeah, I just love, love, love this book, and I definitely want to work out of it more than just one page. So I think that one's cool too. I think that's the one I will do for November. I'm going to put a little mark. I think I definitely want to get this one done. I'll put the mark here. But yep, I think I'll do that one for November. And then I really want to work out of Autumn Charm one more time before autumn is all done. And then they have this Happy Thanksgiving, and what perfect time to do that but in November. So I think I'm going to try and get that one done. This is a beautiful book as well. If you haven't seen it, you've probably seen it on my channel, because I did do one in September. I did not, this one was 2 years ago on Halloween. I did not do one this month in October, unfortunately. Here's the one I did for September, but it's just such a beautiful book. Like Hello Autumn, that one would be another good one. This fall one. So yes, I would like to do that one for November. And so now the stack that I have here is the ones that I wanted to go through for the Tea Party hashtag. So let's look at some of these. Oh, I picked this mandala book because I thought you could do the the color palettes. Pick a color palette from the November Tea Party color palette and do just a mandala. So you pick your colors, and then I like to start in the middle and then just work my way around. And it makes these most beautiful patterns in your mandala, which I love. So I usually do these with alcohol marker and shade with colored pencils, but all of these are color palettes that I have found either on Instagram or Pinterest. And and so these are so much fun to do. And I haven't worked out of this book in so long, so I thought that would be another good, one to do for the November Mad Tea Party. If you don't have any Alice in Wonderland pages, you could always just pick up a mandala book and do one of the color palettes. So I thought that might be fun. I pulled these two Enchanted Faces and Sweet and Simple Whimsy Girls by Hannah Lynn. This one has a bunch of Alice in Wonderland inspired pages. There's this one. They're really bold lines. These are older works of Hannah Lynn's. She has these in full size, I believe, too, in a coloring book, but I just have them in the Sweet and Simple. But here's the Queen of Hearts. Here's the rabbit that goes down the hole with the clock. And Mad Hatter, maybe? Because doesn't that mean something? 10/6. It's been so long since I have seen Alice in Wonderland. I think I may have to go watch that movie again, because it has been very long. Here's the Cheshire cat, however you say that, with his teeth. So there's several in here that would be quick and easy to color. And then Enchanted Faces, I found this one. And here we've got the Cheshire cat, and there's Alice, a little more detail, thinner lines. And I've done actually quite a few pages out of this book, so I would like to get another one completed. That would be nice. I didn't look to see if there might be any others. But yeah, I would look. That's, I think, Red Riding Hood, maybe? I don't know. That's kind of cool. And this one with the potion, the bottle. But anyway, I know for sure this one's definitely an Alice in Wonderland themed page. So I've got those two. And then I have another Fairy Tale Princess Storybook Darlings by Hannah Lynn, and I found this page of Alice falling through time. She's got, in her book, she does 2 pages. This one, the only thing different is the eyes are shaded, and this one they're not. But she does give you 2 pages so that if you, I guess, give up, not give up, mess up, you've always got another page to start. But there's the drink me bottle, and we've got the rabbit and the clock and the hats and the playing cards, and like she's fallen down the rabbit hole. So yeah, I would probably go onto Pinterest and look up Alice in Wonderland illustration to get a feel of what colors to do for this. But yes, I would like to get that one done out of Fairy Tale Princesses and Storybook Darlings by Hannah Lynn. Then I have this book that I have not worked out of since last winter. My husband got me this for Christmas. And when I saw the cover page, I was like, oh my God, Alice is in this book. So I had to pull this book, and this is very intricate. But you do get a reference page. So if you're not good at picking colors, you can always reference the colors here. You don't have to shade. You could just straight color everything. But you would definitely need some fine liners or pencils, really sharp pencils. Maybe even those gel pens that are really popular now, the Gunwa gel pens, however you say them. So yeah, I thought maybe I might tackle that. I do love this book, but it's just so intricate and finely detailed that it's pretty scary, but we'll see. I may end up doing that one. And then I pulled a couple of color by number books that happen to have Alice pictures in them. Right here, we've got Alice and the Cheshire Cat. This is a square color by number book. I have done some with my paint pens that come out really cool. This one I need to finish. And then I've also done some with water-based markers because these books are double-sided. But they do come out kind of cool. So I thought, well, since Alice is in this book, I may do this one. This would be a quick and easy one to do. I don't think there's any other Alice pages. I believe when I looked, that was the only Alice page. Yeah, that looks like the only one. So I may do that one. I think this book may be out of print now, so I apologize for that. But there are other square books like that in the Hatchet Heroes collection. And then I have Le Grand Classique Tome 2, and I found an Alice page here. So I thought maybe I would try and tackle that one since I have not worked out of this book in so long. And it's kind of nice to work out of books that you haven't worked in for a very long time. When was the last time? 2021, I think, was the last time I had worked in this book. So yes, I usually use my Crayola Super Tips. I have used colored pencils in the past, but I typically like to use my Crayola Super Tips because you can usually find a good array of colors. But now I do have my paint pens, so I don't know, I may use my paint pens. 2 more books to show you guys. This is a new book to me that I have not colored out of yet. R.J. Hampson, Serendipity, and I did find a Alice inspired page in this one. Right here. I love this, so I definitely want to do this one. We've got Alice and the Mad Hatter. We've got the rabbit. We've got the teapot, the drink me bottle, the clock, roses, and like she's being lured into the secret garden area. Yeah, I could use a color palette, one of those color palettes for this page, or maybe look up an illustration. We will see, but I definitely want to get this one done. I love my R.J. Hampson books, and I really would like to do that one. And then the last book that I want to show you is out of this Disney stained glass coloring book. Unfortunately, this is no longer in print. I got this back in 2020, I believe, and I think it doesn't even have an artist name, so it's probably not even a legal coloring book, which is why they took it off the market. But I just love the stained glass look of all these pages, and I have not worked out of this book in so long. And there was an Alice themed page that I found. So we've got Alice, the Cheshire Cat, the rabbit, the clock, And what I like to do with these books is, there's a Moana one that I started with watercolor I haven't finished. I like to look up posters. So Disney posters on Pinterest, movie posters. And I take my colors from that, and then I usually base them with alcohol marker and then go over and shade them with colored pencils. This one I really love too. But yeah, I haven't worked out of this in so long that I really would like to. And what a perfect time with the Alice in Wonderland themed coloring page. So guys, that is everything that I think I have planned. This is a lot for me. I don't think I'll get it all done. It would be awesome if I did. I mean, I could sit here for an hour and go through all my coloring books. That's what I love to do with these, planned videos. I love sitting and just looking through my coloring books and seeing what I could pull for the month. And yeah, there were so many other pages that I'd love to get to, but I know probably won't. So yep, we're gonna leave it at these ones. If I get one of these pages done in every single book, man, we will have a lot to show at the end of November. So if you're still here, thanks so much for watching, guys. Be on the lookout for my completed pages for October that's coming probably next week. I have a really awesome pictures to show you. I can't wait to show you all of those, so be on the lookout for that. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.